In tonight's Ask Anthony, I'm following up on a story out of Georgia. In St. Mary's, I spoke with one business owner who had a problem he just couldn't solve. He could only operate half of his business because of a permit issue. I aired his story 2 weeks ago on First Coast News at 6, and the response in the community was overwhelming.
Well, thanks to you and thanks to the residents and local business owners of downtown St. Mary's, I think we're getting to the point where we've reached a resolution.
Jeremy Nascimento is the owner of Yankee Pie Beats in historic St. Mary's. He bought the town's old post office to turn half of it into a pizza spot. Nascimento is also a hairstylist, so he was going to turn the other half of his building into a salon. But city leaders put a halt on the project because of a flood ordinance.
Well, unfortunately, I can only operate 50% of my business because they're not able to issue me a permit because they brought up after the fact, a year after we've been in business, this flood ordinance right here that I have printed out. And basically what it's saying in layman's terms is I cannot do more than 50% of a build out that exceeds the fair market value of the building. And we've already done half of that in build out, and it was only told to me after I've emptied my entire life savings into this small business.
We shared Nascimento's story last month, and hundreds of people commented on social media. The following week, even more people came out to support him at the St. Mary's City Council meeting. On Monday, he met with city leaders.
They just said there's a few things that we just need to bring up as far as outlets and electrical units outside. And so long as that is just brought up a little bit above base flood elevation, and I think we should be good to go to move forward with the permit.
When I called St. Mary's City Manager Robert Horton about this issue, he didn't deny there was a snag in the permitting process, but he told me everything could be worked out at a reasonable price so Nascimento can finish construction and be in compliance.
And I think because of your help, I think the city of St. Mary's is better for it. I think they're going to be easier on small businesses going forward. So thank you so much.
So when I first spoke with Nascimento, he wasn't sure about sharing his problem with the public. But now he feels empowered, so much so that today he announced on social media he's now running for city council. Remember, if you have a problem you just can't solve, you can always email me at askanthony@firstcoastnews.com.